On the surface she was the boss of the company, but in secret she craved being dominated. One day, she found an intern's tie. She thought of his face, kissed the tie, and gently bit it over and over. They were 30 years apart. To win his affection, she spent a fortune on facial treatments, even used cryotherapy, all to look younger and catch the intern's attention. She had a family, a daughter who was a lesbian, and a strange husband. Their sex life was a disaster. One day, she was in a bad mood. She ran into the intern in the elevator. He complimented her outfit. She was overjoyed when she heard it, and stole a glance at him as she stepped out. The next day, the intern asked to meet her. He brought up the tie. He exposed her hidden desire to be dominated. She panicked and ran off, but that night, he left her a note, asking her to meet him at a hotel. She arrived first. He followed. She said it was wrong, that she wanted to end everything. He didn't believe her, said she came too quickly. He said her outfit was really hot. Amy was about to kneel down, but reason kicked in. She walked to the door, then suddenly turned back and hugged him. The intern pretended to push her away, then sat on the bed, feeding her candy like a puppy, and played all kinds of strange games. At home, she was a good wife. At work, she became the intern's obedient pet. The games became increasingly thrilling. On her daughter's birthday, she hosted a big party with co-workers. To her shock, the intern showed up with her assistant. She was furious. Afterward, she sat alone in her office. Later that night, she confessed everything to her husband. He exploded, called her a traitor, then packed his bags and left. She was racked with regret, tossed and turned in bed, then noticed something outside. The intern was swimming in her pool. She told him to leave. He refused and pulled her into the water. Later, they sat in the living room talking. Her husband walked in and saw them together. Amy begged him to stay calm. But how could anyone stay calm at a moment like that? The two men fought until they were too exhausted to move. Her husband shouted, "How could you enjoy being treated like that?" He said women don't like that kind of thing, that only sick men do, that he respected her too much to ever treat her that way. The intern left for good and cut all ties with Amy. Half a year passed. She and her husband remained separated. One day, her daughter came to see her, asked her to make peace with dad, to ask for his forgiveness. Amy did, and her husband forgave her. As for the intern, he got fired, found a new partner, but he was no longer satisfied with humans, and became something far more terrifying.